All right, guys, I'm back. It's May 9th, and I got some players that I absolutely love to incorporate in some player props. But before we get into it, what do we got to do? We got to recap yesterday. Bang! Bobby Witt Jr. with a double. Oh, you got to friggin' love it. But, some of the critics are saying, you had your grounds crew spray the field out there. It was so slick. The guy fell down. It should have been an out. And what do you have to say about that, Bobby Witt Jr.? Well, I just hit a friggin' home run then. Is that legitimate? Bang! Home run. Double. What a day by Bobby Witt Jr., baby. Bang! We ain't done yet. Juan Soto says, in your friggin' face. I want to one-up you, Bobby Witt Jr. I got a home run, too. You might have a double. I got a single right now, but it's only in the fourth inning. I have time to go. You have 6 total bases. I have 5. I'm trying to go for 7 or more. Let's see what we can do. This game, the fireworks are happening early and often, and it's so freaking awesome. Who's next? Oh, it's MLB Bets. He only singled. And to put it into context with that game, Weathers, he did he said, I'm not going to let you hit. He faced him 3 times, Betts, and he wasn't throwing anything over the plate. Betts had to, whatever he swung at, and he just, it wasn't anything worthwhile. But, I was like, swing away. It's better than just getting walked. And that's what he did. When the bullpen came into play, he had 1 at bat against the bullpen, and he singled for us. So I'll take that as a win every day. I mean, I will, because the baseline's only to record a hit. But of course, I always want to get multiple bases. So MLB Bets, thank you. I know it was a tough opportunity today, but you came through, and we love you, baby. All right, we had one more. Oh, yeah, Shohei Ohtani. Oh, man, he doesn't hit. But just like Betts, it wasn't his fault. The pitcher, Ryan Weathers, was like, I'm not letting you hit anything off of me. It was insane, man. Like, he just, Ohtani, thank you, too. Just like Betts. Like, they were swinging at pitches that, you easily could have just took multiple walks in this game. But they, good swing at it. He had a chance, but he couldn't come up with a hit. With this one, if you would have said to me, would you feel more comfortable taking him for a home run or to not record a hit? I said, I'll take him for the friggin' home run. But obviously didn't hit today. But like I said, it was a tough experience today for him. It was going to be a tough go. And you never know when these kind of situations are going to happen. I mean, if a pitcher doesn't want to pitch to you, anything that's reasonable or you can get anything over the plate, I mean, you don't know when it's going to happen. And it could happen anytime, and it happened today. No excuses. I mean, he didn't hit, but man, Shohei Ohtani, it's okay. It's okay. You're still on fire, and I'll be looking to let you help us out in the near future. All right, let's recap the season. Just for players to record a hit, we hit 76 of the last 99 players on the channel for 77% winners. That's absolutely amazing. When you look at last year, we were in a similar space here. We were 82 hits of the last 103. So we are a little bit underperforming our great last season, but this season's been pretty great also. All right. And even more impressive to me is players to go over 1.5 total bases. So you can bet these on individual bets, right? Because they're even money, give or take, a little bit here, but they're close to even money. We correctly hit 45 of the last 74 bettors for 61% winners on these individual bets that, like I said, are between close to even money. 45 wins, 29 losses, like I said, 61% winners. Absolutely amazing. 74 bets, and we're hitting at 61% winners. All right, consider tipping. And I don't mean with any money. Hit the friggin' like button like you guys been hitting for how many weeks now? Oh my God, 50, 60, 70, 80 likes sometimes. I absolutely appreciate it. It's the way that you can communicate to me that you're utilizing this information and it's working out for you. And that, by helping out the channel, to hopefully be able to grow it so more and more people can find what we find to be hopefully a great channel. I think you guys have displayed that in the comments, and I absolutely love all the love that you guys have been giving me. All right, first up, Juan Soto. But you got that thing in front of the screen there. It's in my way. Yeah, you better look at it. It says honorable mention. What do you think that means? It means it well, let me just explain. We only have 6 or 7 games on May 9th. So there's a limited pool of options to look at. So I'm not going to be, I have 2 plays. I'm not going to put them in the record because these are not official plays. They probably should be, but I think I'm just too stringent on my criteria that, but I'm going to put a little bit on both of these players. But like I said, do not get these confused with regular plays that we've been hitting at an amazing rate. They're probably just as good. Like I said, I'm just too stringent, but here we go. Let's go. Juan Soto. He's recorded a hit, at least a hit in 24 of his last 29 games. He's on fire. Ballpark Pal has us listed as an extreme advantage for Soto. He represents the worst 1 percentile of possible matchups for Blanco. So he's hitting .315 batting average off of right-handed pitchers. His barrel rate is in the elite range. His ISO rate's in the elite range. Everything's in the elite range for Juan Soto. My baseline prediction, like I said, this is just an honorable mention. So if anything I want to play, I'm probably going to do a parlay with these two because I think they can at least get a hit. They probably can get more, but I don't want to push it. Baseline is at least record a hit, has the power for extra base hits, of course, and is a home run threat. What do you think? He just hit a home run yesterday. You think he can't hit it again? Let's look at the pitch level data between these two players. All right, Blanco, his top 3 pitches are, his first one's at 37% on average this year. He throws the 4-seam fastball. Juan Soto's hitting it at an amazing 349 average, that pitch. His next most frequent pitch on average is the changeup at 31%. And Juan Soto hits the changeup on average this year at 316 batting average. Then the third pitch is at 20%, the slider. Soto's a little light on that at hitting 176. Now, here's where I have pause, and this is only an honorable mention. When you look at Blanco, he is throwing the 4-seam fastball, and he has a batting average against of a real low 171. So they're only hitting his ball at 171 average. And when you look at the changeup, the opponents are only hitting that this season at a rate of only 128. And the same thing with the slider. The batting average against is 143. So that's what's given me the major pause here. You have Soto, who's hitting all these pitches wonderfully, other than the slider. But then you also have a pitcher who's successfully pitching, and it's very hard historically all season for players to hit his 3, balls that he throws the most, the 4-seam fastball, the changeup, and the slider. So this is what's giving me pause. So I'm going to put Juan Soto in a parlay for a sprinkle, a very little amount of money, with the next guy we're going to get to right now. All right, next up, William Contreras of the Milwaukee Brewers. He's recorded at least 1 hit in 29 of his last 36 games. Absolutely amazing. On fire. Ballpark Pal has this listed only as a strong advantage for him, which is kind of the reason why I'm kind of reserving this as an honorable mention. He only represents the worst 23 percentile of possible matchups for Lance Lynn, who'll be taken on. I've never selected a player with that low of a rating, I guess, at 23% worst percentile. But when you look at his barrel rate, it's in the good range, close to the excellent range or good range. His ISO rate is in the good range. I think he could have success, but there's some concerns here. So I'm going to play him in a parlay with Juan Soto, both just to record a hit, but I do think he has the power to hit for extra bases, and he's a medium home run threat. Let's take a closer look at the pitch level data to kind of see what to expect between these two. All right, looking at Lance Lynn and his pitch usage percentage, he likes to throw the 4-seam fastball at a 36% rate on average. William Contreras is hitting that at 316, a very solid batting average. His next most frequent pitch is the cutter at 30%. Contreras is hitting that at 273. It's pretty solid right there. And the sinker he throws on average this year 20% of the time, and he's crushing that type of pitch at 438. That being William Contreras. So, like I said, I like both of these, but I'm not going to put them in as official plays, so they're not going to go against the record. But I think they're probably right up there with the quality we could expect to get the job done for today. But, there's only 7 games, so the pool of talent wasn't there. But it will be there tomorrow. So, we'll be back on track with multiple amazing high-end plays. But this is a space filler, I guess, a little parlay between these two. Sprinkle a little bit if you want to have a little bit of action. That's what I'm going to do and treat it like that. And that's about it. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow.